Are you in an open marriage?
The actual point in question, open marriages. What do you think open marriages refer to?
In India, wasn't it extramarital affair?
So there, one husband and many wives kind of.
A cloud bursts is when you want to have a child. That we don't even realize that we are suppressing our emotions until I have a disease. आज जब मेरे मदर इन लॉ या फादर इन लॉ होते हैं तो उनको खाना सर्व करना बहुत ऑटोमेटिकली आ जाता है. Even when I'm tired.
ऐसा भी हो रहा है.
हो रहा है.
That was like an eye-opening moment for me.
People are coming up with these things when they are in emotionally the lowest in their lives as well.
Welcome to Truth Forecast, where the mind is without fear. Today we are discussing, are open marriages becoming more mainstream? Our guests today are Mansi Sanghvi Bhayani, Sanjib Kundu and Amrita Banerjee. And today we are talking about open marriages. We begin with Mansi. Could you tell us a bit about your work first?
Sure. So I am a massive mental health advocate. I myself had my journey in mental health, and as a child, getting counseling at a very young age, coming from Gujarati family, I think it just made my life open to so many new aspects of how you can keep growing as a person. So I took that forward, and currently I'm a founder of Marga Mind Wellness Studio, which is a mental health space in Bhawanipur. And we're a team of 40 of us, just empowered women, men together, working towards mental health. And yes, so I am also practicing as an RCA registered special educator. So we cater with all age groups and anything basically which helps us spread mental health awareness.
Sanjeev, sir, a bit about you.
Yeah, thank you for having me in this show. And I'm Sanjib Kundu. As I said, I'm a psychological counselor and well-being consultant. What does it mean by well-being consultant? Because whenever we think mental health, it's always a kind of ill health kind of mood. But what we say that even to be happy, to be healthy, mentally healthy, you always need to go through that kind of journey and also need to practice those kind of things. So I'm a kind of well-being consultant, and I'm associated with School of Counseling and Social Work in National Council of Education, Bengal, where we have like students and we teach them person-centered counseling. And also we have a kind of center for because you know that these days mental health bit expensive, so it's not reachable for everyone and accessible for everyone. So we have a center where anyone can come and with any kind of issues, as Mansi was saying, so that they can avail free of cost, and also sometimes if they can't afford, we have a sponsor, and then we also support them in their journey. So, and I also deal with kind of relationship issues and adolescence issues, and also old age people, because sometimes they are ignored, because old age people, even they have mental health issues and challenges, which is very difficult for them to come up with share. So I visit their places. It's the other way around. They can't come to my chamber, so I go to their places. So, and it's a kind of fantastic experience for me. I'm learning. It's not like I'm teaching or I'm training. I'm learning. So I'm a student.
That's such a lovely approach. That's a beautiful approach. And joining us with them is Amrita, and she'll tell us a bit about her experiences while we talk a bit more about open marriages.
By now, everybody knows who I am. I'm also the host for some of the shows here. And I am here because of my experiences that I have gone through being on dating apps and open marriages. I don't know if the concept is new or the name is new. We'll get to know today where it is coming from. And we'll talk about more about it because they are the experts. I'm just here to give my experiences on it. I am not in an open marriage, by the way.
So, beginning with the actual point in question, open marriages. What do you think open marriages refer to?
So basically it is where two individuals, men, women, or they could be a woman and a woman, or it could be a man and a man, when they come in together and they are married and they want to basically set certain boundaries, consent and communication, and have a relationship with somebody else with mutual consent and agreement and respect, is when a marriage becomes open. So that is my concept of an open marriage. We do get a lot of clients with these concepts, with these understandings, but an overall meaning comes with the fact that they're married, they have some difficulties in the marriage or some things which they want to explore, some things they want to know more. And that's when they exactly step out, find a partner, but mutually they have to agree to it, that they're okay with it, and they've communicated well about what the boundaries in that relationship with the third person would be.
Sanjeev, sir, the concept of open marriages, do you think this is new or has this been coming on for ages, just that there's a new coin age?
It's the concept, like the name actually, it's new, but the concept it's going on. But sometimes, like generally we don't discuss this thing because even we get cases where like that the one partner is coming and saying that we started with open marriage kind of concept, but now there is a kind of challenge, there is a kind of issue because of the other reasons. And just to add to what Mansi said, open marriage in India, if you see the legal part of it, still the same sex marriage is not allowed. So open marriage is the concept, the by definition, it's like between men and women.
A woman.
And there is a kind of terminology, it says consensual
Monogamy, yeah.
CNM. So where like that both the parties that initially agrees like to have a relationship beyond their marital that boundary, and it can be sexual, it can be also emotional or what we call like romantic relationship. But the main concept what she's explained, that it will be always like kind of consensual and agreed, like okay, we know each other that what is going on in others life. And it's not always like for like if there is a kind of problem, but also choices kind of
Yeah.
maybe I'm happy with her, like for example if I'm in an open marriage with her, so I'm happy with the kind of sexual intimacy, but not with the kind of romantic this thing or emotional need. Maybe she's out of town most of the time, so I need some kind of partner. So that is also like by choice, I would say, that is happening, and we get that kind of cases. So I would say that okay, though it's a kind of the definition or the nomenclature is new, but it's going on.
For quite a while.
For quite a while. And yes, in urban areas, like you will see that this concept, because like see ultimately when you expose to different kind of medias and also the kind of ideas, Western kind of ideas also, I would say that okay, even in India it was there, but we are not talking about it. So
In India, wasn't it extramarital affairs?
yeah, exactly.
And not open marriages. One-sided, exactly.
So when
and it had a lie involved in it, or probably people not knowing, the partner not knowing, and then pata chal jata tha, and then they used to just go on and on and on in that marriage because probably the women didn't have anywhere to go.
So mostly it was the
Or-
men who were having affairs
that's what
outside,
yes,
or
that's
what the concept.
even if a woman would have it.
Now I'll put in another perspective. So for example, the Jamindari system, where the Jamindar or the Rajas, they had like 3-4 wives. So wasn't it a kind of open marriage where they knew that okay, like you are going with different, so they are one husband and many wives kind of thing. So that was there. But again, if you see the concept, again it's a kind of open marriage. So where I go that okay, my husband is.
But it was on a monogamy basically.
Monogamy.
Yeah.
Monogamy. And another thing, like there was a concept like that from the Mahabharata, you see that the
Polygamy.
the Kunti part of English, that what we call sometimes. So like for children, like for you can have
Yes.
sex with other person also. So it's like knowing kind of thing. So yes, those kind of concepts were there, but yes, like that choice was always men or the kind of family. It was not the women, like they will get a kind of say in that. So that was there. So that's the difference.
Now, when the women are also trying to have multiple partners outside the marriage, then when it has become open marriage. Till then, it was a closed marriage with the men having multiple.
Yeah, it was an affair, extramarital.